Hello friends and welcome to Shri Tech Education YouTube video channel. In previous some videos we have studied what is gyroscope, what is gyroscopic couple and what is the effect of this gyroscopic couple on aeroplane, ship, various cases of ship, that is steering, pitching and rolling. Then we have seen effect on on four-wheel drive, on two-wheel drive. We have solved problems for each of these cases as well. And then now we will study some multiple choice question based on this gyroscope topic, important for the preparation of gate exam, RTO exam, various technical subjects in the MPSC and UPSC exams as well. Now let us start with the first MCQ. The magnitude of gyroscopic couple applied to a disk of moment of inertia I spinning with the angular velocity omega and having angular velocity of precession omega p is, options are I square omega into omega p, I into omega square into omega p, I into omega p square, I into omega p. Now you have studied in that topic throughout. Same formula we are using for gyroscopic couple, that is C is equal to I into omega p for all, isn't it? Because gyroscopic couple is acted whenever axis of spin is precessed about some axis of precession. Therefore it has come the value of gyroscopic couple as C is equal to I into omega p. Second objective, the disk spinning on its axis at 20 radians per second will undergo the precession when a torque 100 Newton meter is applied about the axis of normal to it at the angular speed. If mass moment of inertia of the disk is 1 kg meter square, what will be its angular velocity of precession? Now one problem based on above formula is asked here. We know the formula for gyroscopic couple, that is torque C is equal to I into omega p. I is given here. I, therefore omega p is asked. Omega p is equal to C upon I into omega. Put the value of C gyroscopic couple as 100, I as 1, omega as 20. You will get omega p as a 5 radian per second. Therefore answer is B, that is 5 radian per second. These kind of simple problems based on this simple formula may ask in the exam. Third, the axis of spin, the axis of precession and the axis of applied gyroscopic couple are contained in. Now remember, this axis of spin and axis of precession, if they are perpendicular, there will be active and reactive gyroscopic couples also we will get in perpendicular axis to that both axes. Therefore options here given are in one plane, no. Two plane perpendicular to each other, no. Three planes perpendicular to each other, yes. None of these. See in this diagram as well, rotating disc is there having axis of spin, perpendicular axis of precession, then you will get active and reactive gyroscopic couple also perpendicular to each other. Therefore these C option will be correct here, that is three planes perpendicular to one another. This will be correct option. Next, the engine of an aeroplane rotating in clockwise direction when seen from the tail end, the aeroplane takes a left turn. The effect of the gyroscopic couple on aeroplane will be. The options are raise the nose, dip the tail, dip the nose, raise the tail, to raise the nose and tail, to dip the nose and tail. Now here you have to tell the effect of reactive gyroscopic couple in case of aeroplane which is taking a left turn. For that purpose I have told you that by right hand thumb rule prepare a vector diagram and observe in that vector diagram the reactive gyroscopic couple from bottommost position for turn. Now how this vector diagram is prepared, you can see it in my previous videos. In that videos I have told in detail how to prepare this vector diagram. In this vector diagram, the reactive gyroscopic couple effect will be observed on that aeroplane, and you have to see that effect from bottommost position for turn. Consider that you are at the bottommost position and the reactive gyroscopic couple is moving towards you. Then take the thumb of right hand, make it towards you, then the finger represent the direction of reactive gyroscopic couple. The fingers will be of right hand, your right hand will be in anti-clockwise direction. Put this anti-clockwise effect on the front view of that aeroplane. Remember, therefore in the front view, nose is raising and tail is dipping due to that reactive gyroscopic couple. See in that second diagram. Therefore effect will be raise the nose and dip the tail of aeroplane, isn't it? Therefore option A will be correct, to raise the nose and dip the tail. To study how to draw that vector diagram, see my previous videos based on the gyroscope chapter. Next, fifth, the air screw of aeroplane is rotating anti-clockwise when looking from the front. Remember, in previous question what I have said you, the engine of aeroplane rotating clockwise when seen from the tail end. If you consider you are at the tail end, then rotor is rotating clockwise. In second question what I have said you, the screw of aeroplane, that means propeller of a aeroplane is rotating anti-clockwise when looking from front. From front it is anti-clockwise, from rear end it will be clockwise. That means same question it is there, from rear end clockwise or from front ends anti-clockwise. It is making a left turn, the gyroscopic effect will be same question, but just they have asked in different manner. Therefore option correct will be to raise the nose and dip the tail or depress the tail. C option will be correct for this question. Next, the rotor of ship rotates in clockwise direction when viewed from the stern and the ship takes a left turn. Now problem based on ship is asked for turning. Consider a ship, rotor is rotating in clockwise direction when viewed from the stern, that is rear end, and ship takes a left turn. The effect of gyroscopic couple acting on it will be to raise the options are to raise the bow and stern, to lower the bow and stern, to raise the bow and lower the stern, to lower the bow and raise the stern. Same effect we will study by again a vector diagram. Draw a vector diagram and observe for steering from bottommost position. That means while taking turn, whatever may be, that may be aeroplane or ship, you have to observe that vector diagram from bottommost position. The reactive gyroscopic couple vector is moving towards you, then make the right hand thumb towards you, finger represent, curl finger represent the direction of couple, reactive couple, and it is anti-clockwise. Make the anti-clockwise couple placed in the front view. Similarly for aeroplane as well as for ship, make the anti-clockwise couple on the front view. Then front end of ship called as a bow is raising and stern, that is rear end of ship, is dipping. Bow is raising and stern is dipping or lowering the stern. This will be option correct for this question. So when in a ship, when looking from the stern side, looking from the rear end, if the propeller rotates in clockwise direction and if it takes a right turn, the effect will be. Condition is similar to the sixth question, that is you are looking from rear end and rotor is rotating clockwise, but here is left turn, here is right turn. For this again we will draw a vector diagram. How I am drawing a vector diagram, that you can refer from my previous videos. A link for that previous video is given in the description of this video. Look in that description, go to that videos, study how I have prepared that vector diagram. Based on this I am telling the effect. Now in this you can observe in vector diagram the reactive gyroscopic couple from bottommost position, it is moving away from you. While taking turn, I have said you have to look from bottommost position, and that vector is moving away from you. Make the right hand thumb away from you, then finger represent the clockwise direction. Put the clockwise couple in the front view of the ship. Front view, if you have put, then front end, that is bow of the ship is dipping, and tail of the ship is, tail not, stern of the ship is raising. That is, effect will be stern will get lifted, isn't it? Bow will be lowered, stern will be lifted. C option will be correct for this. It, what is mean by pitching of the ship? Simple question. What is mean by pitching of the ship? Options are up and down motion of the bow and stern along the transverse axis, up and down motion of the bow and stern along longitudinal axis, up and down motion of the port and starboard along transverse axis. None of these. So pitching is the motion of ship, complete ship, or pitching is the motion of your bow and stern along the transverse axis, up and down, theta degree up, theta degree down. This is nothing but pitching. Next, when the pitching of the ship is upward, the effect of gyroscopic couple acting on it will be, again this pitching up effect we can find out by using a vector diagram. Prepare a vector diagram. Now in this case, observe the effect from topmost position of that vector diagram. Previously for steering, for aeroplane steering or for ship steering, whatever may be steering effect, we have seen this vector diagram from bottommost position. Now for finding the effect for pitching, observe that vector diagram from topmost position. The reactive gyroscopic couple vector is moving away from you. Make the thumb of that right hand away from you. Finger will be curled, and that curl finger represent clockwise reactive gyroscopic couple. Put this clockwise reactive gyroscopic couple on the top view. Previously for steering I have put this effect on the front view. Now for this pitching I am putting this clockwise couple in the top view. Therefore you will observe that bow of that ship is moving towards starboard, or complete ship is moving towards starboard. This will be effect of reactive gyroscopic couple. Therefore option suitable for this is to move the ship towards starboard side. B option will be correct. Next, when the ship is pitching down, the effect of gyroscopic couple is, options are to move the ship towards port side, starboard side. Second, no effect. Third, move towards port side, stern will be lifted. Now again I will prepare a vector diagram for pitching down. Observe from topmost position. Vector is reactive gyroscopic couple vector is moving towards you. Thumb will be towards you, curl finger will be clockwise. Anticlockwise couple is placed in the top view. Therefore bow or complete shape is moving towards port side. This will be correct answer. Therefore answer will be to move the ship towards port side. Next, in an automobile, if a vehicle makes a left turn, the gyroscopic torque. Once again I will read question. In an automobile, if the vehicle makes a left turn, the gyroscopic torques increases the forces on outer wheels, decreases the forces on outer wheel, does not affect the forces on the outer wheel. None of this. Now you have studied the effect of gyroscopic couple on four wheels based on the reaction forces. We have told the effect. Now these reaction forces on inner wheel are decreasing the reaction forces, whereas on outer wheel it is increasing the reaction forces. Therefore correct option for this is increases the force on outer wheel. This will be correct option. Next, a motor car moving at a certain speed takes a left turn in a curvature path. If the engine rotates in same direction as that of wheel, then due to centrifugal forces, what will be correct now? The reaction on inner wheel increases and outer wheel decreases. The reaction on outer wheel increases and inner wheel decreases. The reaction on front wheel increases and rear wheel decreases. The reaction on rear wheel increases and on front wheel decreases. Now, in note, in previous video also, I have told you, whenever the engine and wheel are rotating in the same direction, there will be plus sign you have to take, that is the reaction forces on inner and outer wheel will increase. Inner wheel will be increasing, inner will be increasing and outer will be decreasing. Now if here they have said they are rotating the same direction, that means plus sign you have to take. Therefore on inner wheel reaction forces will increase, whereas on outer wheel reaction forces will decrease. This A option will be correct. In four-wheelers, condition that inner wheel won't leave the ground is, that means for stability of that four-wheel drive, what will be correct option? W by 4 plus P by 2 plus Q by 2 is greater than 0. P by 2 plus Q by 2 is greater than W by 4. P by 2 plus Q by 2 is less than W by 4. P by 2 minus Q by 2 is greater than W by 4. While studying effect of gyroscopic couple on four-wheel drive, we have seen the total reaction force on outer wheel and inner wheel. W by 4 plus P by 2 plus Q by 2. W by 4 minus P by 2 minus Q by 2. These will be reaction forces on outer and inner wheel. Now in order to have the contact between inner wheels and ground, the sum of P by 2 and Q by 2 must be less than W by 4. Must be less than W by 4. This will be condition of stability for a four-wheel drive. Therefore option correct for this problem is P by 2 plus Q by 2 is less than W by 4. Now 14th question, the gyroscopic effect is not observed in which of the following actions performed by ship? We know that for having gyroscopic couple effect, the axis of spin and axis of precession should be perpendicular to each other. In case of rolling, axis of spin and axis of precession are parallel to each other. In pitching up and down, axis of precession will be perpendicular to axis of spin. For steering also, axis of precession is perpendicular to axis of spin. Option only A is wrong, that is axis of spin and axis of precession are parallel to each other. Therefore there is no any gyroscopic couple effect observed. Therefore A option will be correct. Now next 15th last question, which of the following statement are false for the reactive gyroscopic couple? A reactive gyroscopic couple and active gyroscopic couple are opposite in direction. In right hand thumb rule, curled finger denotes the direction of rotation. In active gyroscopic couple, spin vector and precession vectors are parallel to each other. All the statements are false. You have to tell which statement is false here. Now in first statement, observe that reactive gyroscopic couple and active gyroscopic couple are opposite in direction. It is correct. In A diagram, you observe that reactive and active gyroscopic couple vectors or couple axes are opposite to each other, isn't it? Second option, in right hand thumb rule, curled finger denote direction of rotation. It is correct. Curved finger represent direction of rotation. In active gyroscopic couple, spin vector and precession vector are parallel to each other. In active gyroscopic couple, spin vector and precession. It is wrong. In seeing that first diagram, A diagram, axis of spin of the disc is horizontal, axis of precession is perpendicular. Then and then only there will be perpendicular axis of active gyroscopic couple and reactive gyroscopic couple. To have active gyroscopic couple, x of spin and x of precession vector should be perpendicular to each other, not parallel. Therefore, C option is false one. Correct option for this question will be C. Next, now here some two questions I am giving as a homework for you. Comment the answers in comment box. The first question is, degree of freedom for gyroscope rotor is. For more information, study my previous videos based on gyroscope. Second is one problem based on, again, to find out gyroscopic couple acting on a disc which had some falling dimensions as well as angular velocities. Read the problem and find the solution. Comment the answers in comment box. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned with this channel to get further videos on the topic theory of machine. Thanks for watching.